Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'm back at you again with another DIY project, and I want to go ahead and show you the inspiration picture for this particular project, and I'll insert that now. Okay guys, so that's what we're going to kind of sort of be working on. It's going to be inspired by. So what I'm going to do is detail as I always do, detail all of the supplies in the description box below. And I'm just going to go ahead and proceed with the video. Now, I've done a little bit of prep work, and what you're going to want to do is take your two wooden stakes. I purchased these 38-inch wooden stakes. You will need two of them, and as you can see, they are hot glued together. So you're going to take your two wooden stakes and hot glue them with Arrow hot glue, very good hot glue. And we're going to use them exactly the way that they are. We're not going to cut it down. Then you want to get yourself a gift box of some sort. And let me see what size this is. I don't know if it details the size on here, but I got this gift box for $3. I will put the size up on the screen. I got it for $3 at Dollar General, but you can find these gift boxes. This is the perfect time to find these boxes on the cheap because it's Christmas time. So you can find the gift boxes at Hobby Lobby and all of the craft stores. And I believe all the craft stores have their Christmas items 50% off. So what you're going to want to do is once you get your box, go ahead and fill it with styrofoam. I have already done that. Okay, so I cut my styrofoam down and filled the entire box with my green styrofoam. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use some glitter foam sheets. I bought these from Hobby Lobby, and this is rose gold. They're $1.49 each. This is so pretty, and I decided to use the rose gold for this project. So the first thing we're going to do is get our hot glue gun, and we are going to wrap this, we're going to wrap our glitter foam paper around our box, and we're just going to cut it down to size and wrap it around our box. And what I love about the foam is that it's so easy to work with. It's moldable, and that's why I love using it. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this down. It's looking like I'm going to need 2 sheets to wrap this box, and I anticipated that I would need at least 2. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this. So I've taken my pen and marked where I need to cut, and this is just going to give me a pretty decent idea of where I need to cut, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use this as a guide, and hopefully I'm pretty much on the mark. Now that I've matched the 2 pieces up, it's really looking like all you need to do is cut this sheet in half. And I'm thinking I probably will not need to use a second one. I think that this will work for the entire box. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay guys, so I'm finishing up putting the hot glue on here. I want to tell you, when you're going around the box and you're using the hot glue, make sure that you're doing it in small sections as you go along, and that you're pressing down so that you can make sure that there's not a whole bunch of lumps. So you do have to press down to straighten the hot glue out as you're going around the box. This is the end of the box now. We have covered all of our sides, and we've come to the end. And what I've done is I have taken the foam sheet and basically just folded it in half so that I kind of sort of know where to cut. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it now. Hopefully it will work out. And this is the area that needs to, this is the excess that's being cut off. Okay, here we have it, guys. So this is our box, and it is completely covered, and I think it looks pretty good, so we'll just roll with it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our wooden stake, and we're going to go ahead and mount this into our styrofoam. And I guess I'll change camera positions at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and take my stake, and I think I'm going to go ahead and push it down into my styrofoam. I'm going to try to find the center of this thing. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've made a hole in here, and then I've pretty much just taken my knife and I kept going back and forth and trying to deepen the hole before I actually finish pushing this thing down in there, just to kind of prep it, loose up the styrofoam as much as possible to make room for the stake, okay, so that when I push it in there, it won't be so hard for me to do that. Okay guys, so I have stuck my stake into the styrofoam, as you can see. So you want to kind of turn the box several different ways, and I know it doesn't look like it's straight on camera, but it really is straight. It's just this table is crooked, so you want to just kind of go and turn it around on all four sides. Keep looking at it to make sure that it is straight before you add the hot glue, to make sure that this doesn't come out. Okay, so what we have so far is looking pretty good. It looks straight to me, and this is what it looks like inside. So it looks pretty messy, but of course we never worry about this because that gets covered with flowers. So it's mounted in the styrofoam with hot glue. I'm going to take 4 of these Dollar Tree foam blocks and glue them together so that this will be the basis for the top of our arrangement. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them together so that I have 4 blocks joined together for our top base. So while the glue is drying on the foam that we're going to set at the top, I went ahead and cut out these strips, and the strips are 4 3/4 wide. Okay, so I went ahead and cut these out so I can take these and start wrapping them around our wood pole. I cut out 2 of them. Okay, you only need 1 sheet for this. If you can use E6000, that might be better. My E6000 is really dried out, so I'm going to attempt to try to wrap this with hot glue, and I'm going to do this off camera because this is just going to take some time. So you can use any type of adhesive you want to wrap this around this pole, but I think I'm probably going to try to squeeze out what I can out of my E6000. So I have applied the sparkling foam paper to our stake, and how I did that was I used E6000. Okay, I just basically used up all that I had. I found another one that I was able to use, and I saturated the entire pole with it, and then just kept pressing down until the foam paper started to stick. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to see some seams on the back. Now the back is not looking so hot. The back is looking really nasty, messy. I wouldn't want anybody to see this. It looks kind of bad. So we're going to go back and cover this whole entire thing with diamond wrap. Okay, with rose gold diamond wrap. And that is going to cover a multitude of sins, and you will not see the jankiness of the back of this, because I did get a little sloppy with the E6000, and then I sealed it up with hot glue. And then so once you use the hot glue, that's it. It just gets really nasty. Okay guys, so just to show you the really messed up part of this, the back part that I had the seam in, where it was showing a lot of glue. I went ahead and covered that up with some diamond wrap, and this is what that looks like. It looks so much better with the diamond wrap, and it just covers. I love diamond wrap because it covers a multitude of sins. What I also did is I decided to embellish the bottom, and I cut a strip of this beautiful glittery rose gold paper that I got from AC Moore, and I cut it in strips, and then I basically covered the bottom of our stand with the strips. Okay, you don't have to do this, it's totally optional, but I thought it looked really great. Now what we want to do is turn our floral stand upside down, and we want to take our foam that we built earlier and once again create a hole with our stake that we can sit this down inside of and add some hot glue. Okay, so we want to take our stakes, you want to take it and really push it into your styrofoam. You want to take your stakes once again like you did initially for the bottom, and take it and push it down into your styrofoam, and then add hot glue. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a generous amount of hot glue in here. And then push our stake down in there and hold it and let it solidify, and then turn it right side up. So now guys, what we're getting ready to do is start adding our flowers. So I'm going to start adding the flowers, and I'm going to be using these hot pink hydrangeas from Walmart, and you cannot get these now. They might have them back out during the springtime. I'm also going to be using these hydrangeas from the Dollar Tree. I've used this in several DIYs, and I will continue to use it because this is how I save money. So I'll be using these, and these are awesome. I'll also be using these burgundy foam roses that I bought off of Amazon, and this is what that looks like. So those are the burgundy roses, and these are the dusty pink roses, and I also got these off of Amazon, and this is what that looks like. So I'll be using these as well, and these are gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling the bottom. I'm not going to show the top because that's a little bit more detail. I'm going to do that off camera. But what I'm basically going to do is just start plopping my roses, my hydrangeas in here. I'm going to put my two big hot green hydrangeas, or hot pink, and these fill up the space really quickly. That's why I love them. So you only need two for those. And then I'm going to go ahead and start filling in between with my white hydrangeas. Alright guys, so I have added the flowers up at the top, and they are gorgeous, and pretty much did the same thing that I did on the bottom. I used my foam roses, also used some hot pink hydrangeas, and my cream hydrangeas from the Dollar Tree. So that's what that looks like on the top. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I just randomly arranged the flowers. I didn't feel like I needed to do that on camera. And then as we come downward, we have the bottom, and that looks awesome. I had to pull my camera all the way back because this is 45 inches tall, guys. 45 inches. Okay guys, so I want to create a hanging, kind of sort of like a little hanging closed bud rose. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hot glue this onto a strand of pearls. I'm going to use these pearls that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're $2.99. And I'm also going to use my hot glue gun. And here's my closed rose right here. I'm going to take my hot glue gun, add a little bit of glue, and then take my pearl and hold it down into the glue like so. Then I'm going to attach it to the top of the floral foam using this greening pin. Okay guys, so I made a bunch of these rosebuds attached to pearls, and I'm going to hang them from inside of my floral foam, and I'm going to be using these greening pins right here. I'm going to attach them right underneath this foam, so I have plenty of room to attach them. So as you can see, that's what that looks like, guys. Alright guys, so we are completely finished. We're done. I went ahead and put in the pearls. And what I also did was, since I had so much space underneath the styrofoam, I also included some crystals as well. So I threw a few of those in as well. And so that's what that's looking like. And we have the top. The top is beautiful, if I do say so myself. And I also love the rosebuds, and throwing in the crystals was a nice little touch as well. So you have pearls, you have crystals, you have all that great stuff. And then you come down here and bam. Alright, so this is awesome. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a statement piece. This is a centerpiece where you'll make like maybe 3 of them. And those will be the ones that you put on the center tables in your receptions, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And those will be the ones where you walk into the reception and you see 4 huge fantastic centerpieces, and then you have the smaller ones, the shorter ones that complement it, and those won't use as many flowers. Okay, so these are meant to be statement pieces, all right, not for you to make like 10 or 15 of these things, because it will get expensive. If you want to do that, you can, but you know, if you just need a couple of statement flowers at your wedding, this would be it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. Okay, there has been some changes on YouTube, so let's see how things go. There's a lot of things going on, but nevertheless, I will be here. I will still be cranking out these floral arrangements, and hopefully my videos will be safe. And I will be able to continue to bring you guys these wonderful, beautiful arrangements. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. Alright guys, have a awesome day, and I will see you in the next DIY video. Take care. Bye-bye.